This isn't a movie villain. This was Javed Iqbal. The man confessed to killing not just 1, 2, or 3, but 100 children in Pakistan. But here's a question. Did he really do it? Or was it a country's darkest illusion? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you will be questioning everything you thought you knew about him. On a cold December night in 1999, Hawar Naeem Hashmi, editor-in-chief of Daily Jung, opened a letter that would haunt the entire nation. Inside was a chilling confession, pages describing the abduction, abuse, and the murder of over 100 boys, all aged between 6 and 16. Attached were the photographs of the victim and a claim that their bodies have been dissolved in acid before being dumped into Lahore's river Ravi. The very next morning, Daily Jung published the story. It spread like a wildfire. Pakistan was horrified. International media picked it up. But many had the same question. Was this truly the work of a cold-blooded killer, or just a fantasy of a disturbed man seeking attention? Javed Iqbal Mughal was born in 1961 into a wealthy family, Lahore, Pakistan. His father was a successful businessman. Javed, the sixth of 8 children, grew up wandering in the streets of Lahore, detached from the comfort of his family's wealth. He attended Government Islamia College, dreaming of higher education, but fate intervened. At a political rally, he was badly injured, leaving him lifelong complications. His studies ended there. Instead, he entered business, starting a steel enterprise. He even married twice. Both marriages collapsed within months. Why? Because behind closed doors, Javed harbored a dark desire he could never control. In 1990, he was arrested for abusing a boy. He served 6 months in jail. His father refused to believe the accusation, insisting his son was innocent, even forcing Javed into marriage again. But it failed. The shame broke his father's heart, and soon he died. Now with his father gone, Javed inherited wealth and complete freedom. Javed's darkness grew. In 1997, he was caught again for sexual assault, but once more he slipped away. The turning point came on 17 September 1998. Javed lured 2 massage boys into his home. He raped them and then went to sleep. But while he lay unconscious, the boys tried to kill him by smashing his head with a gun. Doctors said the survival was next to impossible. But after 5 brutal surgeries and 3 weeks in coma, Javed cheated death. His mother stayed by his side, nursing him, but the stress was too much. On July 26, 1999, she died in hospital. In his diary, he wrote, "I was so badly beaten that my head was crushed, my backbone broken, and I was left crippled. I hate this world. My mother cried for me. I wanted 100 mothers to cry for their children." From that moment, he changed. He was no longer the Javed Iqbal. He was a man on a monstrous mission. According to his diary, the nightmare started on 20th July 1999. His first victim was Yasir, a 14-year-old boy from Hafsabad, and second followed on 26 June. One by one, the boys vanished, lured by the promises of new clothes, shoes, and food. But inside his house, they faced abuse, strangulation, and death. Their bodies dissolved in acid, a mix of hydrochloric, sulfuric, and nitric. By 13 November 1999, he claimed his mission was complete. In his journal, he wrote, "My count has reached 100. He was a handsome 16-year-old Bhutan boy. He came from Peshawar. With the grace of God, my mission is complete. Tears roll down my cheeks. I will make sure that my mission and my message reach the world." When police raided 16B Ravi Road, they were horrified. 2 sacks, one filled with clothes of murdered children, another with 85 pairs of shoes, and in drums, the dissolved of remained bodies. Nationwide search began. Javed vanished. Police turned to his friend Ishaq Billah. When they couldn't find him, they arrested his father. On 6 December 1999, Ishaq's mother handed him over. 2 days later, he was dead in police custody. Authorities claimed he jumped from a window, but nobody believed them. Riots erupted, a DSP and 3 policemen were suspended. Then on 30th December 1999, Javed resurfaced, not to the police but to the press. He calmly walked into the Roznama's Jung's office and surrendered. And the trial began. In court, Javed twisted his story. He claimed he was handicapped, that his weak eyesight made it impossible to act alone. He blamed his friend, his family, and the police. But the court recorded testimony of 72 grieving mothers against him. Through it all, Javed sat calm, emotionless, and untouched. Finally, Judge Allah Bakhshanja delivered his final verdict.
Strangulated as he has committed the murder of 100 children, and the court has recommended that execution should take place in the presence of legal heirs of the deceased as provided under Section 302 APPC. After that, his dead body should be cut into 100 pieces and the same should be put in a drum containing the acid which has been the formula which has been described by him in his death.
On 8 October 2001, shocking news broke. Javed Iqbal and his accomplice were found dead in Kot Lakhpat jail. The official reports claimed Javed committed suicide. But the prison ceiling was so high, suicide seemed impossible. Nobody believed it, neither the media nor his family. The question still lingers to many. Could one man really dissolve 100 bodies in acid? Experts argued that it would take 20 to 30 gallons per body, which meant nearly 30,000 gallons of acid, costing almost 6 lakhs rupees at that time. How could one man in a densely populated neighborhood manage such an illegal activity unnoticed? Some believe his confession was a twisted fantasy inspired by detective novels he loved. Many considered Javed to be important, so how could he abuse the children? And then there was the final haunting note to the Supreme Court by Javed Iqbal. These kids are alive. They are in a secret place that only I know. If I am allowed to speak to the Supreme Court, I will reveal their location. And the police is stopping me from doing so. And that never happened. Maybe because he was silenced. Nobody knows where Javed is buried. Nobody knows if those children ever lived or died. Perhaps nobody ever will. The truth remains buried. He called himself the killer of 100 children. But was Javed Iqbal truly the most horrifying serial killer, or just a mastermind of a country's darkest unsolved mystery?